Welcome to the Bob 83.3 Bobcast. I'm Ro, flying solo today, but I am so excited. I'm not obsessed with Disney, but I love Disney. So I'm very excited that Adasa, the voice of Cousin Dolores in Disney's Encanto, is here. Welcome, Adasa.
Thank you for having me. Don't worry, it's good to be obsessed. I love Disney. So
I love Disney.
I
I'm wearing a Disney shirt today in honor. So I'm very excited. First off, if people haven't seen the movie, just so they know, Disney's Encanto tells the story of the magical family of Madrigal. Overall, it's a tale to me of family, love, self-acceptance, mental health, community. What's your favorite thing about the film?
There's so many aspects because yes, it does draw areas of mental health, community, even just generational trauma touches up a little bit on that. I think every aspect of this film is so important, from the fact of how grandma gives herself completely to her kids. And you notice that little black shawl, that even though she was young when she lost her husband, for so many years, she just mourned faithfully to his loss and held that candle as like, out of respect, I'm going to hold this family together. That candle was like trying to hold together everything. And maybe because of that love that she just had of like, I have to keep my family safe, she shunned her son, her own Bruno, because he said something that made her very scared, that the magic was going to be different. And I love that Dos Oruguitas really touches on that, because it's that change that she didn't want to accept was going to inevitably happen. And Mirabel feeling so like everything's my fault. Like, okay, so Isabela just started doing stuff with her powers and now it's my fault. And now Luisa is breaking down emotionally and it's my fault. And it's, and grandma was just feeling like, I need to pin this on somebody. Like I have to, this can't be true. I just need to shut everybody down so that everything could just go back to being normal. And in reality, Dos Oruguitas touches on that fact of we are caterpillars, but what happens to a caterpillar? It needs to go to a chrysalis and then it becomes a butterfly. And it has to inevitably happen. Change happens with so many people now losing their lives to COVID, or even family dynamics where one parent is no longer present, be it for divorce or death or something. Then there's just one person having to take care of everything and having to hold everything together. So even though it's a film that kids can laugh to and say, oh my goodness, I see myself represented. It is such a magical house. And look at that unicorn donkey. Then a grown person could say, oh my goodness, I understand my grandmother. I understand my mother. I understand that I never lived through these kind of tragedies, these kind of situations that she's had to endure. And the respect level and the understanding increases. So it's many things that it touches on, and not just being diversely and inclusive film that we can finally see ourselves represented as Afro-Latinos and Latinos in every shade and color, but also that deep-rooted seed of when family goes through something tragic or dramatic, we can still rebuild. We can come back stronger and different, maybe obviously after that loss, but it will still be something worth living and thriving to enjoy.
And that's what I love about the film, is that it's for everyone. It can be for kids. It can be an adult. I'm an adult. I don't have kids, but I watched it and I loved it. And I've seen it like 5 times because it's so good. And I do have a listener question. My friend, yes, is Colombian. So she really, really connects with this film. So how did you enjoy all the different Colombian styles incorporated into the soundtrack? And is there any artist you would want to sing an original song on the soundtrack that didn't, or even if there's an Encanto too?
Well, on this particular movie, Sebastián Yatra, I would totally love to duet him with Dos Oruguitas. I think he did an incredible job. He's an amazing Colombian artist. Another artist is Carlos Vives, because we have been like through so many years, because of my career in music, I have a picture when we were doing a red carpet like 10 years ago, and to be in a film that we again reunite, it's such a beautiful thing. Walter Cohn, which is the manager for Maluma, he was the one that signed me to my record deal in Universal in 2004. So to be with his artist Maluma, this film, it's like full circle. If there was another Colombian artist I would love to feature, if there was an Encanto too, would be Camilo. I think he's incredible. He has a unique voice. His personality is amazing. He can literally get in on a norteño song and in a pop song and a reggaeton, and he's just an amazing man. So I really hope they consider him for like an Encanto too. That would be great to do something with him.
That would be really cool. So one of the big things in this movie is the gifts of the family. Your character's gift, Dolores, is super hearing. Now, if you had a gift, what would you want it to be?
I love the super hearing gift. It's also like a curse. Imagine you can know
Mhm.
everybody's secret. You can have the inside scoop on everything. Who trader secrets, let me tell you, you know. But she doesn't because she loves her family and she wants to use her gift to bless the family. That's the whole thing about having a gift. But the pressures behind it is so great. If I had another gift, I would say Julieta's would be a fun one because to heal through food, I love to cook. My kids love to cook with me. So to be able to be like, it's okay. Oh, you got a boo-boo? Here's an arepita, mi amor. Yeah, sana colita de rana. You'll be fine.
I do love that. It's like, oh, some food and you're all better. Now,
Oh,
there one of the other things in the movie is what I would call them animal sidekicks. So Louisa, I would call her sidekicks the donkeys, which is one of my favorite parts. Bruno has his rats. Now, if Dolores had a sidekick, what like an animal sidekick, who would like what would it be?
I think it would be I I love the songbirds. I love it. Like
Mhm.
she can have one and go, you know, she would be, oh yes, I'll tell
Her
you all the
little-
secrets. I
They would
love
do
that. Just like a little bird.
yeah, they would do her little squeak, which I love.
Yes. You know, it would be
Perfect.
great.
So we have I have a little Disney this or that, so we can run through them really
Okay.
quick. Aladdin or Lion King?
Aladdin.
It's one of my favorites.
It's a hard toss up, but I mean Robin Williams, he killed it. Oh, it was so good.
Belle or Ariel?
Ariel. That was the film that did it for me.
Yeah.
Part of that world. That film. Oh, Little Mermaid.
So my next one is part of your world or whole new world.
Part of your world. Part of that world. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one for me.
And the big smash from this movie, we don't talk about Bruno, which gets stuck in my head every single day. What's your favorite part of that song as a whole?
I would say that he told me that the man of my dreams would be just out of reach, betrothed to another. It's like I'm near him now. It's like I can hear him now. I can hear him now because she's just longing that she would have that man. But at the same time, he told her he would be betrothed to another. So I love that part. But also when she's trying to explain, hey, good to live in fear, but no stuttering or stumbling. I can always hear him sort of muttering and mumbling. I associate him with the sound of falling sand. It's a heavy lift with a gift so humbling. Always left abuela and the family fumbling, grappling with prophecies they couldn't understand. Do you understand? She's asking them, do you understand what I'm saying right now? And they really don't because they never were like, oh, I know what you're saying. Like, she was
It's like, oh, you
literally
have
explaining
you
it.
have super hearing, so you know something that we don't know. But yeah, I do love that. And would you consider yourself a Disney princess now? Or any members of the Madrigal family?
Hi, Disney princess status, that is high up there. But if I were to say, I really hope that Dolores could become a Disney princess. Like maybe, okay, we're theorizing here, okay? Popcorn in hands. Okay, so if Mariano was actually a prince and then they get married and they have their 5 babies and she becomes a princess, that would be so cool. Because I think Dolores would be like an awesome princess. But then all her crazy family, so imagine, ya vine con las arepas. It's like, Dad, please, it's the kid's birthday. They don't want arepas, they want burgers. I don't know. It could be fun.
Encanto too. Hey, it could happen. Where
I think it would be cool.
I'm throwing that out there. I'm materializing that now. So we're gonna make it happen. Um
Manifest.
Manifesting, that's the word I was thinking of. So the big thing I want to know is, can we talk about Bruno now, or are we still not talking about Bruno?
It depends if somebody hasn't watched the film, then I think we shouldn't talk about Bruno, but
Yeah.
I think we
Spoiler
should. I
alert.
mean, it's
Spoiler
amazing.
alert.
I know, sorry, but it's such an amazing film. And I think TikTok really made it what it is. The fact that it blew up, so much love for the film, people cosplaying, them reenacting, doing the dances. I have loved that platform. Like right now, I'm super active in like Cameo and TikTok because I've been able to talk to the people and hear what their favorite part is or what they feel identified with. Like the other day, I had a kid who has his own YouTube channel and everything, and he has Asperger's, and he was like, I understood Dolores because I had issues, with feeling such sensitivities. Another little girl was like, I never saw a character that looked like me, and she had curly hair, and it's just like, oh, it's like me there, and I'm like, yes, it's all of us.
I do love that. My favorite one, it was either on Instagram or TikTok, but just the little boy standing in front of Antonio on the screen. And he was like, it looks like me. And that just warmed my heart, made me so happy. And it really does, everyone cosplaying and singing the song. And my coworker Rai Rai, who usually co-hosts with me, his daughters have made up their own dance. So we don't talk about Bruno, which is so sweet. I should have him record it. It's
Yes.
so adorable. And I'll have him send it to you. But those are all the questions I have. I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to plug before you go? Do you have anything personally coming up that you want to talk about?
Lots. You can follow me on Adasa Official on TikTok, on Instagram, Twitter, as well as on Cameo. And I will be on tour. So I'll be hitting some of the Comic Cons. And I have 2 records coming out, one with CHR and Sky Urbano, which is our label, my husband and I label. And it's Tejano Internacional, which my song Ni Un Beso is #1 right now on the Tejano Gold charts as well. So it's nice to have those 2 right now. It's like such a wonderful moment. And then I have one with Warner Chappell Production Music that is also being released in the next 60 days or so. So lots of music, lots of touring. I'm so excited for just being part of this amazing film that has brought such love and life, and I think for Latinos, especially, to be recognized worldwide and for so many people to feel gravitational pull to this amazing film. It's such a proud moment for being Latinos and just being part of this.
Which not Latino, but I love just the impact everywhere. And Lin-Manuel Miranda did the music, so it's a win-win.
Come on, Lin-Manuel is incredible. Like, if this thing went to Broadway, we got the right guy for the job. Like,
the music's already there, so
it's done.
But yes, thank you for being on the Bob 93.3 Bobcast. Disney's Encanto in theaters and available on Disney Plus. And you can hear We Don't Talk About Bruno right here on All the Hits Bob 93.3.